that the graphics image is really blurry, everything is really bad, and I don't know what's wrong with this game. And does that mean that the game developers are pretty much lazy to improve the quality of the upscaler? Thanks to the upscaler team that we are not able to install the FSR 4 and make it even run in this game, which is not officially supported. And we're going to compare it with this official FSR upscaler. You can see there that the movement is blurry. You see the swift movement, you can see that it's pretty much blurry and it sucks. Now we're going to have a look at the FSR 4 compared to this one. Alright, now I'm going to change it to FSR 3.x and it will be activated as FSR 4.0.2, and I'm going to press insert key again to close the window, and now we see everything is smooth as butter, you know. See here, there is no blurry again in the movement, in the fast pace movement of the Jedi here, and the image of the neon or the lamp here is pretty much more clearer compared to the previous the previous upscaler, official upscaler, that is 2.2. So it really the FSR 4 really gives a much better image quality improvement, you know, especially when you move pretty much quickly. And today I'm going to show you how to install the FSR 4 that is not officially supported in this particular game. In this first thing first, you need to mod your driver, and when you're done, just go to your local directory of the installation folder, the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, this exact folder, depending on where you install the game. Make sure you go to this Win64 folder, that is the actual folder with the Jedi Survivor.exe file here, and we are now going to install the OptiScaler. I'm going to use this version, and you get everything you need. These 4 folders or files are available in the description for the links to be downloaded. Now I'm going to use this OptiScaler, this one, and we only need to select the highlighted files. I don't need this one because we will have the FSR 4 file instead of this file. I'm going to use this one, and we don't need the Intel XeSS upscalers because this is old version, and we will need the current version or the latest version. I'm going to just choose this one and this one. Right, we don't need to override the DLSS, and going to extract them like here. Alright, now we're going to copy the FSR 4 file, this one, just copy and paste it here. Right, now files are overwritten because we don't need every file. And for the Intel XeSS upscaler, go to this bin and then just extract these 4 files. I'm going to close this one, drag them and just drop them here. Okay, now we need to use the OptiPatcher. First thing first, you need to create a folder name plugins. Just type plugins. Alright, now open this folder and just copy the file here. Copy the OptiScaler.si file, and just paste it here. Now we're going to open the OptiScaler.ini. Oops, sorry. Firstly, we need to rename the OptiScaler.dll to DXGI. Right. Now open this OptiScaler.ini file, and then Control F, find this one, plugins, and then we're going to have this section here, and load SI plugins. Change it from auto to true, and for the path we need to change it manually to plugins, or you can copy the exact path, this one. Make sure you have the latest the last folder name, and you can paste it here. Alright, now we're going to go to the very top, and for the DX12 upscaler we can change it to FSR 31, and for the frame generation we will leave this one to auto, and for the input we'll have to change it to DLSSG, and for the output we need to change it to XeFG, because the Intel frame generation, namely XeFG, is much better than the FSR frame generation. And last one but not least, we go type DXGI or spoof spoofing. We don't need the spoofing, so we will have to change it. This line, find this line, dx equal to auto. Next, go to and change it to false. Right, now we're done. Now click save, and we're done. For this is the OptiScaler file that we previously renamed to dxgi.dll, and this and this is the FSR4 file, and we have the Intel XeSS upscaler. Now we're going to launch the game to check whether it's working or not. Alright, you can see in the left bottom corner there is a text OptiScaler, meaning that the software OptiScaler is successfully installed, and we can press the insert key when we are in the game. Alright, so this is the window of the OptiScaler, and it's already activated FSR 4.0.2. I'm going to click on continue. And for your information, actually I limit my FPS if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go to the in-game setting because we need to configure several things. Sorry, in the visual perhaps. So you need to toggle the frame generation from off to on. Just switch this toggle on to off, and we can use the NVIDIA DLSS upscaler because we use the OptiPatcher that is used to, without spoofing we can enable the DLSS upscaler, and also as well as the NVIDIA frame generation. So you need to make sure that you don't activate the FSR, and instead you activate this one. Firstly, it should be like this, and you need to do it manually. You change it to disable, and you need to go to this NVIDIA DLSS upscaler, and you can go quality or performance or anything you think best for your setup, and you can use the frame generation if you wish, but I'm just leaving it to on. Oops, sorry. I'm going to show you Alt R, and actually for this Jedi Survivor I lock my FPS to 60 FPS, and we can just disable it. Will the game crash or not? Alright, now the FPS is getting a bit higher, above 120, because we don't cap the FPS again, and we can go back to the gameplay now. As you can see here, just it's activated as FSR 4.0.2. Just press the insert key to activate the OptiScaler window, and it's a bug, we can't move the OptiScaler window, or we can change anything there. I cannot move the my cursor, so we need to press the Alt tab like this one. Now I'm able to move my cursor, and we need to click on this window. Now it's working. Now we can change anything. I'm going to try to change to FSR 2.2, which is the official support for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Change upscaler. Sorry, this one. Change upscaler. Alright, so that is the image quality, and you can see the here the Autobot or DB. His name is like that, and we can change it to Intel XeSS, and you can see there the light is not very visible, and it's so much shimmering or blurry. I'm going to change the upscaler. Now it's working fine for the Intel XeSS because it's so much better or superior than the FSR 2.2 or the FSR, even FSR 3.1. And I'm going to change it to FSR 3. Please have a look at this DB. Sorry. Alright, so the light is working just fine, and if I'm changing now, the image quality is decreased. What about the FSR 4? Alright, so it's more stable. It gives much better image quality for me. and we can make it even smaller. Just click on the drop down arrow here, and I'm going to choose 0.8, and don't forget to click save INI to make any changes. And if you want to activate the frame generation, just click on this checkbox. Now the frame graph is doubled and it's thickened compared to the previous one, and you got you can see that I got like 170 FPS, but my monitor actually is only supported with 144 Hz, so I don't need this many FPS. And I'm going to uncheck this one, and it's now it's going back to 100, or sometimes it goes below 100, like 90 FPS. And so that's how it's done. I'm going to click save INI, and I'm going to move like my character here. Alright, everything is smooth, even in your swift move. No blurry images seen here. I'm going to change it. Press insert key again, and it's the bug for this game. We need to alt tab, and I'm going to just move it here. I'm unable to move the cursor again, so just alt tab again. Alright, what about this inferior 2.3? Because it's categorized as in this FSR 3. I'm not sure what that means. Alright, so you can see there are some frames that are blurry in the movement, in cal movement, and it's pretty bad. And so the FSR 4 is really a game changer for this game and for every other game, I believe, single player games. See there? Alright, it's pretty bad. What about other things like the light, the lamp here, or the neon? What about so I'm going to just stand here. Now we're going to change the upscaler. So you can see the blurry images moving around there, like in the moving text, like I don't know their languages. Looks pretty bad. I'm going to change the upscaler. Right, press insert key again, alt tab again. I'm going oops. Alright, now gotcha. I'm going to change it to like Intel XeSS. Believe me that Intel XeSS upscaler so much very well. Now the text, it has some little blurry images, or that's perhaps that is the effect. Okay, I'm going to just stand here and wait for the text to move. So at least you got the idea how to install the FSR 4 as well as the frame generation for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Alright, so this is the FSR 4. Sorry, just press insert key again, and we can enable the FPS overlay to control or to monitor our FPS. And instead of that one, I'm going to use this detail plus graph. Now you can see that it's DLSS and then redirected to FSR 2.3.4. I'm sorry, so I need to go to change it to this one. Alright, now the image is so much clearer. And if you found this video useful, please consider liking the video and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll finish here.